Good morning. Get up, yawn, cough, say your prayers, do anything you gotta do to get the day started. Don't be back at it. Number 24, man. Number 24, man. 24, man. I like good shout out to them brothers about to fight last night. All the brothers.
Yeah,
man.
It was three fights.
Good thing, man. It was a little hot, a little bit, but you know that comes to play after they. I guess after they get everything together.
Yeah, you know. And last night, I think it was this. I think they sparked something, like, because last night they had a good crowd turnout. It was nice. You know, you was able to relax. You didn't have to worry about too much. Like even after you was able to sit outside for a little bit.
Yeah, I liked that.
You know what I'm saying? So it was good. And they had 3 fights. You know what I mean? It probably wasn't what people wanted it to be, but you gotta understand, when you do something sometimes first time, it's never gonna be exactly how somebody could vision it. You know, it just takes work. But I think they put together a good venue.
Was on point.
Yeah, on point. And I think they gave out 3 good fights. The first fight was Malik and some other guy, and the other guy, Young Money. That was a cool, good fight. You feel what I'm saying? Then you had Chocolate and Culture. Yeah, that was a good fight. You feel what I'm saying?
They had 3 good fights.
And you had Eddie and Locks, the main event fight, which, you know,
they
did good. It was a great night, you know. They fought, you know, but people always gonna have their opinions on what could have been better, what could have been this. But that's just what it is.
You can't please everybody.
Nah, I think what they did though, I think if people keep going forward, I think they actually spark something for the city. In my opinion, I think now all of them, no matter how that fight went or who probably disagree with certain things, I think if they come back and do something different, better little venue somewhere else where people actually sit most of the time. You know, people start standing on the chairs, everything. You couldn't see everybody trying to ring on the rope. People up on the rope. I saw one girl up on the rope. She like, so, you know, it was fun though, but still, like some of that stuff, you know, once they get it down, like
that was good. That was a good thing Locks did.
Locks put it together. I think he did a great job putting it together.
Locks, man.
Yeah. And I think you know, Trent came out and I think they enjoyed themselves.
He run the town.
Yeah, I think they enjoyed themselves, man. I think a nice event on the fight. Good. Shout out to all the fighters too, because you know
all the good fighters.
You know, they did what they did, man. They all, I'm for sure, trained a little bit of something to get in the ring.
What's my name? Malik. That's
Malik.
First.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would fight. I didn't know that was him until he took his thing off. I didn't know he, getting in there. Yeah, he looked good out there.
Yeah, I think that's where he boxed at over at that gym.
Okay, all right,
he boxed over there.
So that's good, man.
Yeah. So last night was a great night, man.
Perfect, man.
Salute, fellas, man, and y'all keep doing your thing, man.
Keep doing things. That's the health.
That's
the health thing. So what's the topic for today?
Man, I guess we're gonna go with like health, wellness. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be broad, but we're gonna like health, wellness, the connection of things, man. Because and we was just sitting here and we was building off camera, right? And we were just building like the emotions, how you saw somebody. But that comes with the part of health, wellness, the growing up, how all that channel, that energy that you had, that you wanted to attack somebody, but you was able to think. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we get caught up, and other people could control our emotions. Because they could do stuff out of spite or do shit, and you got to look at yourself like, man, he trying to play me, or they trying to do this. And then if you react to that, it could cause a reaction to you. That reaction always gonna that action always gonna have a reaction. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you know, and I think that's the challenge with us, man, because health, right? We talk about health. Now we got health and wellness. Now health is the ultimate of body, like your body is pure, you good. Like no illnesses, you don't need medication. Wellness, it's a stage of wellness where you good at that, but you still probably need to work on some things. And we get lost in that confusion because our health is our wealth, like people always talk about. You feel me? So health and wellness, wealth, all this connects together because no matter what we're doing, even if we're striving to be better than who we were yesterday, we have to be healthy today to do it.
Yes, because you know, Doc, when you healthy, you rich in soul, man.
Yeah.
You when you help, like, you know, me and you not waking up, taking no medication, you know, not running to the doctor, going to the doctor for your physical and stuff like that. Yeah, it feels so good, man. Like, you know, even because the part of I wasn't sick, but this getting up when I was drinking, getting up every morning, had to take a shit every morning, and you knew you had to take a shit. Then having that hangover feeling, then you would be like, oh man, you know, you ain't even sick. Now imagine getting up every day with the hangover feeling. Had to take a shit every morning. You just, man, that used to kill me. I'm like, here we go again. So, you know, now imagine the sickness part of it. If your body aching, like you wake up, your stomach like really messed up, and you got to take all this medication and just doing a whole lot, man.
And you know, and I think we lose the part of the health and wellness part just from our backgrounds, how we raised, you know, and definitely black people, our people, you know, we more like, that's our last trigger.
Yeah.
Like health is the last thing. You know, some men don't go to the doctors.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of men who don't make doctor's appointments. They don't go. They don't know what's going on in their life, really. You get what I'm saying? And you have then some people, women-wise, who fear going to the doctors for certain things. Some people will be fearing because they know things going wrong with them, but they fear what the doctor going to tell them. So it's a big equation, man. And when we talk on these levels, we talking about, because this is it's growth.
Yes.
So for us to make any changes in life, you have to be healthy.
Yes. Know what the crazy thing to me, Doc? Know what I was scared about too? Like 4 years ago, you know, when I stopped drinking and everything, I was kind of scared to go to the doctors too, because I said, now I stop. Hope nothing ain't wrong with me now. Because you know, when you drink, you think about, I'm like, bitch, I hope I just stop drinking now I'm going to doctor, now something might be wrong. So it's just like, I'm just going to switch it up real fast. Just like when I was about to go, when I was going in the process to get my license, then I ran across a student. I was like, man, I should never went and got my license. And now they trying some bullshit. Like, it's just like my health part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I had to stop drinking. Like, man, now I go doctor. Like, you got something. I should never stop drinking. I should just kept going on. So sometimes that play a part of being scared too.
Yeah, definitely no. But all this comes with a mental elevation though, because you got to think about it, bro. I wasn't right now, bro. I played sports all my life, right? All my life, man. And I graduated at 18, man. So from 18 to 24, it was no sports or nothing for me. I went to prison 24, but 18 to 24, that's 6 years. Yeah. No sports. I gained weight. I gained this. So now I became sluggish, lethargic, like not caring, drinking, smoke, whatever it is, partying, not caring. No, so my health was last to me then. Yes. Sports kept me up to a certain extent to my age, because I was in school, family members come out, watch me ball, play football, whatever it is. So after school now, I became comfortable with the way of life, how I was living it. From now I'm that 18 to 24 mark. Then I gained weight. Got up to 200-something pounds, high blood pressure. The doctor said they gave me high blood pressure medication. I really never took it anyway though. But I didn't really find myself and understand health until I actually got into this field.
Yeah, okay.
I worked out, I did this, but when I started actually studying this and I started looking back on my life patterns of myself and my family members, and I'm like questioning certain things like, damn, so do you supposed to have this when you 50? You know, when you get older, everybody says, I'm old, man, so this supposed to happen, or they stomach. So I used to believe that. I'm telling you, Craig. So it took for me to actually learn to educate myself. And now, right, I'm 40 years old today, right? I feel way more in shape, bro, than I was 16, 15. Oh, wow. And playing on that basketball court, running at practice, doing all them suicides, right? Because, and why I say that is because at that moment, it was nobody who really pushed me to that next level. So now, today, I push myself to that next level. Regardless. So every day, I try to bust my butt, day in, day out, because I want to be healthier. I want to feel better. I want to run up and down the court with my kids. I want to chase my daughters. I want to chase my son. So I want to chase just kids in general. If I have a program running for kids, I want to be able to enjoy the time with these kids.
I feel you.
You know?
The crazy thing when you said that, the only reason I got into the healthy part of it, because I was into the muscle part. Like, no, real talk. I was in the muscle part of it, of looking good. Yeah. But know what got me into the health part of it? When I took the certification test. When I got certified as a trainer, that's what got me into the health part. Because just like I was already doing the push-ups. Just like I always tell you, when I first was studying for tests, I thought it was about just doing push-ups and doing it, but it gets you into the health part of it. You know what I'm talking about? It gets you into the health part of it, man.
Because listen, I tell people this, people be like, oh, how you? I said, yo, these books teach you how your cells work. Yeah. They start talking about your DNA. They start talking about every body system you have. They talk about your body systems, right? They talk about how everything is connected. They start talking about your central nervous system, your peripheral nervous system. They talk about the brain connection, how it responds this way, signals. So this equation of fitness brought us to there to educate ourselves about the body and health and wellness. It did not teach us to say, Craig, if you got somebody that's 400 pounds, you supposed to do one sit-up with her and do one jumping jack first, and then you know what I'm saying? saying? It don't give you that blueprint. It don't give you that blueprint. You get what I'm saying? You learn that blueprint through trial and error of dealing with your self-training and dealing with a client that you first get. Because your first couple clients, when you become new to this field, it's actually an experiment. Because you still learning, and then you got to learn how to teach people how to eat, or what they shouldn't stay away from, or what recommendations this. And then you got to find how to train people in a balance of a person who never worked out before. How can you train this person that never worked out before? You got to find this balance. How many reps you should get her to do? What's they break in between him or her? What's they reps in between sets? What you get what I'm saying? So you gotta actually learn this. This is a craft. This is a study.
Yes, it is.
And this is something that we took on. Like we took on this full throttle, and people don't realize it because we don't have a degree. We got a certification paper. So people feel that you don't have that degree. Like I always say all the time, that you're not credible enough for certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when people view us, most people view you as just a trainer. When they don't understand, you way greater than a trainer.
That's why
I always say transformation specialist.
And then the crazy thing about it, when some of your clients, when they start talking to you about, besides the training stuff, about the health part, you start telling them, then they be like, oh, okay. Now it start registering in their head, like, oh, he know what he's saying, or he know what he got.
It's crazy that it be the spark, because when people open the door and you feed them, that's when they can know how sharp you are. And that's why I tell them, sometimes you gotta toot your own horn. You gotta toot your own horn but people gonna take it as you being cocky or you being arrogant. No, this is your craft. When you go to that doctor, or when you go to a professional in any field, professional, I don't care, a basketball player, football player, when you go talk to these people, they talk cocky. You feel it's cocky, but they talk because that's they field, that's their craft, and they mastered that craft. And I tell them, I master my craft. I'm still working on it, but I believe in myself genuinely. I'm a master in my craft. You get what I'm saying?
And that's it's not. No, and I don't understand too. Like, say, like, we gonna go to health and wealth. Like, we're on the top of that, we on. Like, some people, like, how you think you gonna get somewhere, like, make all this money, do all this, if you, like, fighting a sickness or fighting something that's causing you not to put all your energy into? Like, you sick, you don't got all your energy. You probably can't get up, you can't move, you can't do this, you can't do that. So how you think you expect to get to the next level if you fighting a sickness? I don't understand some people, man.
Because now they fighting not just the sickness, they fighting their mental now. Their mental is involved in that sickness. So that's when we talk about the mind-body connection and all this stuff. So when you go to get diagnosed for something, they give you a name of what it is that you're diagnosed with. And your mind now start telling yourself that's what you have and that's who you are. You're not the sickness. You got to recreate yourself, your thinking patterns, to cure yourself from the sickness.
Because I think just about, like, other than, I don't know, cancer, I'm just going to say other than cancer or something like that, I think just about everything your body go through, like any sickness, your body go through, like, you know, like diabetes, everything. I think if you really put your heart and soul and jump on it, I think you could cure it, man.
No,
I really, and with your high power too. I really think you could, like, really, just like we know we gotta die one day, but us being healthy and stuff like that, we know we putting more years on our life. And just like something like a bad sickness, you might could put more years on it. Yo, man.
They say, like, the healthy part, being healthy, the wellness, the fitness, the wealth, really, the money part is last after that. Because you could check people who got that. All right, let's take instance, right? Let's say Rick Ross for a minute. He had all the money, but what did he end up having? Stroke. He had his seizures, a strike. He had strokes, right? So what he started doing, had to lose weight. He realized if you gonna die. The fact, I don't care. The money don't mean nothing now. You gonna die.
You're right about
if you don't lose some weight, man, you gonna die. You get what I'm saying? So what had to start coming first in his life? Health. The wealth was there because he created it, but guess what started deteriorating? His health. So no matter how much money he had or what he could do, if he did not make that health decision change, that health and wellness, he will not be performing the way he's performing today.
You're right about that, man.
You get what I'm saying? And that's a person who living, that's a person people follow, people talk about, right? Because he's doing great things, not just with music, but a lot of other things in life. But even when he talked, he realized that he have to be healthy to keep doing the things he's doing.
That is crazy, man. This the eating part of being healthy, man. People, I don't understand. People just be like, man, I don't care about that. As soon as you get sick and everything, you praying for everybody to help. You praying for the roaches to help you. You praying for but you'll talk so cocky. You be like, man. So that's why when we talk cocky about being healthy, we shouldn't even feel no type of way, because when they eating wrong and doing stuff wrong, they talk cocky. I don't care. I eat this.
I tell you, I never feel no type of way, man. Because you know why you don't feel no type of way, though, bro? We studied this. This is school. We went to school for this. We had, it took. I tell the person, I took years to learn this.
Man,
this wasn't no overnight. Right? And it blocks you, man. I talked to a guy last night. This is probably like 11:30. I had to pull up on my brother, talking to somebody, right? But I'm talking to the guy, and he like, I'm tired of taking 10 medications. Wow. He said he take 10 medications.
That's different.
10.
That's crazy.
But right, he consuming them. He tired, but is he really gonna make that decision to work on to get off the medication?
He just tired.
He tired right now. But now it comes to, like I told him, but are you gonna make that decision to start doing something to improve your life to get off the medication?
That's crazy, man.
And and we talk about this, man. And I tell people, man, you go back in time, you go back in whatever, man. Health was always a big part of the American movement, right? Yes. And they used to try to find ways. You go back to when Eisenhower was in office, right? Mm-hmm. This when they was trying to coin fat as the culprit. Yeah. Right back then, right? And and Eisenhower ended up having 3 or 4 heart attacks or some shit. Wow. So they start changing his diet, right? They're like, oh, he gotta take the fats out of his diet. They took the fats out. He had another one. They're like, oh no, you gotta start adding more. They add grains and all this stuff. He had another one. Wow. So a whole time they saying it's the fats. What's killing people? What's making us have heart attacks and stuff like that. So they started eliminating the fats out of our diets, right? Yeah. Taking out our diet. If you go back and you really study this and people understand, go back to Eisenhower was in office probably, I think this was around the 50s or some shit like that, around there, right? So I can't forget the exact date and times and years of that no more. But if you go back to them time frames, when they start removing fats out of our diets and stuff and pushing more of the high carbohydrates meals and into our diet plans, telling us stay away from fats. This is what kill you. Mm-hmm. Stay away from cholesterol, foods with high cholesterol, no eggs and stuff. This is what's killing you. This is what got you, high. You can't eat eggs because it's going to have your cholesterol levels up, and then this is what caused heart disease. Cholesterol don't cause heart disease. It's just associated with it, depending on the markers. But so back in them times when they did this, studies was being done. And one guy coined the fat thing to make us believe fats is bad. So everybody who was going against him, debunking what he was saying, they exiled from the motherfucking nutritional world. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But that came from people telling us what we should eat and what we should do. We not knowing. People telling us, the government putting their stamp on what we should do. But the whole time they getting paid by telling us we should do this. So really, they don't give a god dog because it's money, right? It's money. It's money. So that's where we lost that as people and not searching for the right help, the right guidance. And when somebody try to feed you that, we so ignorant to things that when somebody trying to feed you something that's right and positive, you don't want to go that way. Because for one, you're going to say, I'm not paying that much, this and this and this. So for one, that means your health not important. Because when you go to the doctors, if you don't got insurance, that shit going to cost you. Yeah. Go to the hospital and watch what that bill be.
That bill be high.
Get the ambulance. Get an ambulance ride.
Hey, but no, as you saying that, know what I'm thinking about? People, well, men and women, we had to go to jail to get healthy.
Yeah, that's real shit. I ain't gonna
Because you just think about back in the day when motherfuckers come home, they skin
glowing,
they be nice. And we had to go to jail.
We went to prison to get healthy.
But guess what? We went to jail longer.
Yeah, but look, that's why you see. But that's where the resistance. Now this.
And you don't even eat good.
This where now when people go back and forth to prison and things like that, because people get lost in it. People who go to jail and work out and stuff, they just doing it to pass time. to clear their mind. They stressing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now they health start coming first, and they don't know it.
Yeah,
they not even
wow.
thinking about being healthy.
Nah, you go to jail to get healthy.
Nah, yeah, but they don't think about they going to jail to get healthy. We thinking about we about to release some stress. I'm going to this yard. I'm gonna work out, get a little muscles, release some stress, but not knowing you putting your health first now.
You getting healthy.
That's why when most people come home and they're not thinking that way, they convert back to their old ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy. You look at a lot of people that go to jail. As even before we was trainers and
Yeah.
everything, you look at people guys come on nice build,
Yeah,
hair be
hair
nice,
be growing.
if skins be looking
Man.
good, man. It
Glowing.
It is crazy how you had to go through a bad time to get to that good part, living. People be living.
But most time in life, you got to go through a storm to get somewhere.
Yeah,
Nobody
okay.
never, ever in life, not one person ever just walking that straight line.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, look at people who like got these degrees, that got good careers and stuff like that. A lot of them is overweight.
Yes.
A lot of them is not taking care of their health.
Yeah.
Look at it. I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention to people who got these good careers, who making some money. They not in shape.
Yeah.
They health is slacking. They not at the top of their game.
No, they don't.
Because if their health come first and they already know how to get to the money, they already got a good career. So if they put their health first, they gonna blossom. They gonna go to a whole nother level.
And that stagnates you a lot because you say your career, just like you said, like Rick Ross, you got all the money, so you get comfortable. I'll pay somebody to do this. I'll pay somebody to do this. You start getting that, so your health really start deteriorating.
Yeah.
You dying on the low.
Yeah.
With money.
With money.
So you ready to just pass it off.
Yeah, somebody
Basically.
else to spend it. And that's where like learning curves come in. And what it all comes to start, what you want out of life. Comfortability kills.
Yes.
Being comfortable kills people. Being comfortable rob you of your health. It's a natural fact,
Yes,
bro. There's
yes.
no in between the lines or nothing. If you comfortable today, you being robbed of your health. You being robbed of the potential you have, of the money sources you could create for yourself. You being robbed of what you could do with your kids. You being robbed of actually living your life to its fullest potential. Because you're not healthy. You comfortable. So if you comfortable, there's no way you could tell me you could find a career or go walk down a career path to create another lane for you because you're saying you need more money. Or you can't say when you're comfortable that you're going to make a change in your health where you still sitting on that couch, but you still telling yourself you need to do something different.
And that's you nailed it, man. Cause you just look at people. I'm saying guys and women.
Yeah.
I might have a little stomach. They be like, "Oh, this is good living."
Yeah,
that's
man.
good living.
The best living ever, they say, right? I'm eating
you
good.
got a big stomach, guy like
what
this.
they say? I'm
it's
eating good.
Like, who made this stuff up? Like, who started it and it went on
Because
for years and years?
That's how
like,
we was taught, though.
This good.
You know?
You bitch have a stomach
You
like
figure,
this.
you
That's
figure,
good living.
yeah. But that's the mind. That's the
Like,
mind.
it's crazy,
But see,
man.
this is what I tell you. That's unhealthy thinking, and it's healthy thinking.
Yeah.
When people say that and they accept that and say that mean what? They thinking. They thinking patterns is destroyed, and they comfortable with how they look.
Cause
Bruh.
I know, not to cut you off,
No,
not
you
to
go.
cut you off real
Go.
fast. Because I know, like, me, as a trainer, as a person, I'm going to leave the training part, as a person that care how I look, my body look. So when I take my clothes off, sometimes I look in the mirror, I'm like, I could work on this, work on that. So
Yeah.
I know if you take your clothes off, your stomach out
Bruh.
like this, as a man, you like, man, come on, man.
Nah.
You can't be in the mirror like, damn, bitch,
This healthy eating.
It's just, man, you can't.
This healthy
Man,
eating.
that did your
I'm living
conscience,
my
man.
best life.
Yeah. You get naked and say you like, bitch, I'm good, man.
Yeah. I live my best life.
You can't say that look good, man.
It's a fight, man, because like I said, all that comes from how we think, man.
Yeah.
What we believe in, what we're afraid to start doing. You know, that next step that was for cause I always tell people, making that decision to be healthy, the wellness part, all that stuff, that is a mental decision. That mental decision to make that step to say, I'm about to gain back control of my life, of my health.
And it seems like it's the
Man,
worst decision you made, but it's the best.
The best,
Yes.
because it's hard.
Yes.
Because it's a hard
Yeah,
thing
it
to
is.
do.
It is.
I tell people, change, for us to keep doing what we're doing, right? Change is hard, but guess what is going to happen? It's going to happen regardless. It's inevitable. Whether good or bad, your body is going to change. Whether good or bad, depending on what you're doing.
Because you just think about
Come on.
all the people that came to you, that took the step. If all them people
still be with you, you wouldn't have to work again in your life. Because some people, you take the step.
Yeah,
They might come to you
but-
one time and
Yeah,
that's all they got.
fall out because what? Yo, life punch.
Man,
and when
yeah.
life punch, it punch hard.
Yeah, it hit hard.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So for anybody really to enjoy the true fruits of life, they must be in a physical shape. I'm talking about the best physical shape ever.
And we seen it, man.
You get what I'm saying?
You know, I'm speaking for all the trainers now, all the trainers that's all over the world. You done had at least one person come, you done got them so in shape and so in their mind, their brain, and everything, where they have a meltdown, they be like, "Thank you, man.
Yep.
I
Man,
appreciate it,
what?
man." I'm just saying one, but you know you be
No,
a lot, but
that-
this one
'cause-
person be
'cause-
coming like,
cause,
"Man,
bruh,
have a meltdown."
'cause they
You be
know-
ready to cry, be
Yo,
like,
they
"Damn."
know the impact that you just did to their life, the impact
Yeah.
you just had on their life.
Yeah.
Like you just had a crucial impact on somebody's life.
Wow.
Like they went somewhere with you, that another place that nobody ever could have took them.
Wow, that's different, man.
You know what I'm saying? How many? Because you feeding them something, and you not just worrying about the money.
Yeah.
See, this is where people
That's
get
crazy.
the issues come in. That's why health is the key for me, like in all aspects. Because I want to look good, I want to feel good, and I want to be able to do the things I want to do. You get what I'm saying? I want to. I'm even on a little like come back down. Right now, I done dropped like a couple more because I'm trying to really stray it right now because it's some other things I want to do, some other things I'm trying to get into and accomplish. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right now, I'm on a whole nother blueprint of what I'm doing with myself.
yes.
Because, and you know what blueprint I'm going back to, Craig, was crazy. But I'm in the world and the blueprint is a little different, but the blueprint was started in prison.
Yeah.
So when I was in prison, bro, I was rock solid 167 pounds. I could deadlift 500 pounds. I could squat 400 pounds. I could bench press 365. I'm talking about, I'm a maniac at 167 in prison.
Yeah.
So now I had to really, I've been out here. I've been doing things in life. I've been getting pulled, getting this, going through ups and downs. I like to fight. So now it's like, you know what? I got to get back to my healthy state. Not just physically, mentally and spiritually. Because in that place, I took my life somewhere else.
Different.
You get what I'm saying? So now I had to like check myself. Like, bro, you got to get this together.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So now I'm back down. I'm like 174 right now.
So you working it down.
You feel what I'm saying? Looking good.
Yeah.
So I'm about to tear something up real quick. Get coupled out. I'm telling you. When this thing be said and done, soon I'm gonna be, But this just what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like the health, the wellness, man, and I'm talking about the body, mind, soul connections, man, shifting and how life could pull you.
Yeah.
Being gone for so long, man, and coming out here and then you creating things and kids and you don't have an issue. This one don't go right, but then you actually get into that space. You find that love and that wife, that enjoyment, and then now you want more because you still behind a totem pole. You just lost out on goddamn 17, 18 years of your life. You get what I'm saying? 17, 18 years of your life you just lost out on ripping and running, playing around. Then it took 6 years of ripping and running of your life, you BSing around for me. 6 years me BSing, running around, lost in the world. To get hit with a big sentence my first time going to prison. So now in them 10 years of a prison, of incarceration, I recreated myself. But look at the span. 10 years, almost 10 and a half years I did in prison, 6 years. That's damn near 17 years of a life, of a lifetime. That's a whole life. That's a whole teenager.
Yeah, you about to go to college.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to recreate my whole self in that mix, and then now, right? You take that first part, 16, me being home 4.5 years, bro. That's 21, almost 21 years.
Yeah.
21 years. So this is the creation. So these last point of times in my life right now, right? I'm the healthiest, yo. I'm all, bro. I tell her, yo, right, and people be like, always know. I'm going back to that mental capacity I had when I was incarcerated because that's what saved my life.
Yeah.
So I have to think that way. I have to move that way. Everything has to be that way. But now I got an open space in the world where now I can actually blossom.
Yes.
I'm not confined no more.
Yes.
So I learned not to let my emotions control me.
And that's
You get what I'm saying?
That's it. No, I understand
So-
what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying.
So
man.
this is the part of health, wellness for me.
Yeah.
Because once I'm healthy, once my wellness state, so both of them go together. So I want to be healthy because I want to be at my peak.
Yes.
Wellness, you still can have a little, you could be out of line still
Yeah.
with wellness. There's different levels to that.
Yes.
So me, I work on both. Because sometimes I'm just wellness because I'm out of line sometimes.
Yes.
So now I'm trying to get to that point where I'm back healthy.
Yeah, and
You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and when I talk about healthy, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yeah, and
It's no in between. And this is what we talk about healthy because once I'm back healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually, my wealth gonna come. It just taking some time. The wealth is gonna come. It's gonna produce itself. Because out of everything, something is grown, right? It's how you water it though.
right about that. Yo, you
So-
right about that, man.
You feel me?
Because that's how I've been feeling like for the last 4 years. I've been feeling real healthy. It's like now, like it's getting a little shaky in my life. Like my personal life's like getting a little shaky. Like now I need a team. When I say a team, people think I need like individuals and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm talking about like a wife and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like to really like help. And you know, and I'm just keeping it real. Like that's where it's getting like now I'm like just laid out. Like look, I ain't looking,
Yeah.
but I'm ready. Like
Yeah.
you know, to really like just like fall back
Yeah,
and do a
yeah.
whole lot of stuff. So now, like I got everything else down packed. Now it's like more of that part. So I'm happy I found myself now.
there you
Now
go.
I'm like in the prospects of like, yeah, bitch, this I need a black queen.
Yeah.
You know, to be by my side. Ain't I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep it real.
That's
like you know, I
bad.
need
Yeah.
that other part to me. 'Cause-
Yeah.
And just being on the camera, keeping it real,
Yeah.
I ain't got no 200 and 300 to be dating every week. so
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I'm just keeping that
Yeah.
part. So now I'm just like just chilling, relaxing, and just putting it together and praying on it too.
Yeah.
So I, just like how I prayed on, to stop a lot of the negative stuff that was going on me,
Yeah.
and I always put out there like drinking. And I ain't say I prayed, and I ain't say next week I'm gonna stop drinking. I woke up one morning and I was done. Just like I might wake up one morning and go to Walmart and she be right there, or I
Yeah.
might just,
Yeah.
I'm not. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm not looking for it. I'm just letting it come.
letting
my
it
way.
come to you.
And if it never come my way, I know right now I'm at a place where as though I'm holding my own.
Yeah.
Without doing the bullshit.
Yeah.
Without doing the bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's like where I'm at right now, and in trying to grow, the business part of it and all that
Yeah.
shit, the wealth part of it. Now I'm trying to grow that, but it's me myself. I'm missing that one part, and I think we're dealing with a lot of y'all that's married and everything. I so much salute that.
Yeah.
That's like a compliment, because as men, not to shift it, as men, we'd get married. If we could get married and hide our wives, we'd get married and hide them, put them in the cut, because bitch, we don't want nobody to know.
Some people,
So that leave the doors open for any other
Yeah.
spectre, to cheat and do
Yeah.
a whole lot of stuff. We'd get married and hide it. So for the men out there that took that step, I don't care about your personal life, but they took that step to marry and do what that's a big step, man. Because as men, we're if you can marry your wife and put it to the side, bitch, and she just be your wife, that's what you would do. But that's not to jump off subject, but
Nah.
that's the health and wellness part
But
of my life.
all that come with the growing up part
Yeah.
though. That's the mind. That's what we talk about. Mind, body, spirit, right?
Yeah.
Mind, body, soul, right? And when we talk, that's the growing up part.
Yeah.
We have evolved
Yes.
as men.
Yes.
Like I'm speaking for us. We sit here and we
Yeah.
talk all the time.
Yeah.
We evolved as men. So sometimes people don't understand how much we evolved as men.
Yeah.
And people could take what we doing or we don't react the way they feel we react the wrong way.
Yeah.
But they don't understand how much we done went through already to get us to where we at. And one little bit of a mistake or a confusion could throw off our whole channel. So how we deal with something don't mean we gotta attack a person all the time to deal with it.
That's crazy.
And some people want that, you know what I'm saying? Because how they think and they feel at times that you're not in their corner or you don't got them. But no, let me handle this at the point of my life where I evolved at.
Yeah.
And I'm because it have to be that way, like sometimes, because if you block out that negative channel, I guarantee you soon it will die down. because it's hard when you feed it. If you feed something that's negative, if I come and it's a spark and I go react to the negative, I'm feeding them.
Yes, you is.
I'm giving them birth.
Yes, yes.
Cause they're gonna continue to do it because they know they got me mad. You get what I'm saying? So me evolving to a state kinds of cause problems. You get what I'm saying? But this is the healthy part of my life, what I'm saying, mentally, physically, spiritually.
Man.
Where God has humbled me enough to not react to the BS that people throw my way because they want to ruin me.
And
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what
So
you're saying.
this is the part of the hard part with things, because people take that as you being weak, or you're not defending them, or it's a lot of things with that, man. And I try to tell people, no, it's just a part of where I got back one with myself. I got back one with myself, meaning me, God, the connection, right? I'm healthy, bro. I'm healthy. I feel great. I'm talking about, I feel one every day when I wake up. I'm just blessed beyond, right? And I always ask God, like, yo, through all the pain that I'm going through, keep me humble. Don't let me react out of anger, because then I might find myself in a situation that I can't get out of.
And you right.
You get what I'm saying? So, bro, it's just a whirlpool, man. And people don't get it from us because we men, and a woman don't get it too much because as us being men, we express ourselves different than a woman.
Yeah.
We take on things different.
And then everybody go through so many hormone, different reactions.
Yeah.
And we try to hold it in and anything. But I want to jump on one thing that you said that that's sticking in my mind. When you said you got to take your mind and everything back to the prison system, and that's like people think like, oh, why you want to go back there? Because that like birthed you.
Yeah. See,
like if prison birthed a lot of us, man. 'Cause I'm saying like. The average trainer I meet, prison birthdays. I speak about 4 of us, 5 of us.
Sure,
prison, because our mind was somewhere, and lucky we hold it on and brung it outside and kept it out here. Because prison, like average trainer prison.
But people don't understand why I say go back to that, meaning because I was free. I'm talking I was free mentally.
Yeah.
See, I was only confined physically.
Yeah.
My mind was free. I'm talking I was in the world living a life in my mind. So when I say that, I'm back to that part of like this world. I'm free in this world now. Physically, I'm here. I'm sitting here now. But mentally, man, I'm like all over. You get what I'm saying? I'm like to a state to where my mind, I'm freeing myself from all the BS, man. Like
That's
I don't.
crazy,
You get what I'm saying? So I got back humble, man. I like really got back humble. I've been like the roller coaster rides. So even going through roller coaster ride, prison helped me face a lot of things, man. Prison helped me face my dad, death, the things that happened with my dad's situation that I blamed myself for a long time. Prison helped me when I left my kids out in the world. Prison helped me when I left my mom out there, when I left my brothers, my sisters. Prison helped me deal with that and learn how to evolve and actually be a man that they could want to look up to and see. They might not get it the way I move or understand the way I'm doing things, but everything that I'm doing is for actual purpose, a reason, because it's going to benefit everybody that's important to me.
Hell yeah.
My wife, whatever case, like we might go through ups and downs of dealings, but what they don't see it because sometimes it's hard for a man to express that and lay it out because you still not going to understand it. Even if I express my hurt, you still not going to understand it because I'm a man and you're going to understand only your emotions of something because how you react to your emotions and not understanding my emotions that I had to learn that I saw people who reacted off emotions and who never going to make it home again today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I saw me react off of emotion before and it cost me a lot of shit.
Yeah, you're right
You
about
know
that.
what I'm saying? I saw me act off of emotion, and I used to drink all the time because of emotion I was dealing with, and I figured I could ease the pain by drinking.
That's crazy. Another thing too, like people, us. I ain't gonna say people. I'm gonna say us. Just gotta stop lying to yourself about. We lie to ourselves about the dumbest stuff or the stupidest stuff. You a lie to you.
Yeah.
And you talking to you, but you lying to you. Like you can really convince yourself. Like. It is crazy, man. Like, and that played a big part. That just like me saying, you know, we do more fighting over stuff that we don't have control over. That's what we fight over. We don't fight over stuff we have control over.
Yeah.
We fight over stuff that we don't have control over.
Yeah.
And that's just the saying, like, we allowed to, you lie to you.
Yeah, fact.
Like, how you lying to you? You ain't saying Don say I'm a lot of Craig about this and anything, but you're a lot of Don about something. Like you can step out Don lying to Don or Craig lying to Craig. And that's just about in the training world. People be like, I want to work out, or they'll call you, I'm hurting. You're like, what you lying? You lying to yourself. Like, you know, it's time to get it together.
Like I said, that's why we talk about the health, the wellness, man, and how that creates wealth.
Yeah.
How that creates a life of prosperity, a life of greatness, a life of love, of joy, happiness. You know, us being healthy creates other things in our life.
Yes.
Unhealthy individuals deal with a lot because we unhealthy mentally, because relationships sometimes unhealthy. Your upbringing is unhealthy. You name things, man, that is unhealthy a lot of times that we go through in life. Some people work at workplaces that's unhealthy for them. That they don't like being there, but they go because of it's a check. You get what I'm saying? They can get harassed at jobs. There's a lot of things that people is dealing with unhealthy situations, and we don't face them to deal with them. Because the first thing you gotta do to face them is you gotta put yourself first.
Yes, you do.
Once you put yourself first and you grow and get yourself healthy. See, people always say this is what kills. Because when you say healthy, people just straight think you talk about your body.
Eating a salad.
Yeah, eating a salad. Oh yeah, I don't want to eat no salad all day. I don't even care about eating a salad. I don't care if you never eat a salad, but you can get healthy. That's crazy, right? Okay. So, who cares if you eat a salad? But we talk about the mental health too. Mental health is serious out here, right? We know this. We know depression, right? We know these things happen. We see people kill themselves behind this type of stuff, man. Mental things drive you insane and crazy if you let it control you and you don't learn how to deal with it. When things get overbearing in a person's life, them hormones that's running through your brain be dumbed down. That's how people are able to commit suicide or something like that. You get what I'm saying? That's how depression is created. You feel what I'm saying? That's how stress, because now what? You got all these levels just elevated in your body, your cortisol level. You feel what I'm saying? When your cortisol level elevated, your adrenaline is rushing. So your body is nothing but in the fight or flight stage. You talking about your adrenaline gland that we talking about here, man. So, it's a lot, man, that we talking about when we dealing with this, man. And it's like people don't understand. That's why I always speak on healthy. Talking about healthy, be healthy mentally, physically, spiritually. Because now when that devil attack us, we more able to handle it. That's why God always says put on the whole armor of God.
Yes.
Not put on partial.
Put on
not do a little bit. He said put the whole armor of God on, right? The whole armor. So sometimes when you're going through something and people trying to tear you down, it's hard. You got to go into there and you got to pray. You got to put on that whole armor and understand that they can't break you. They want to break you because they broken already. Because they destroyed, because they can't figure out their life no more. You can't let a person who broken break you. You feel me? Come on.
Nah, I feel you.
Come on, man.
Feel you, man.
Like, but man, that's where we at, man, the health, wellness, man. And we want people to really, take advantage of that, because there's a lot of people who depressed and going through things secretly inside. They self. You feel what I'm saying? That's battling things big time, and they covering it up with how they look. They covering it up with how they look, what type of clothes they put on. You get what I'm saying? They covering it up. Or they drinking a bottle all the time, or they smoking all the time. These are the effects of what we going through. People don't understand. When you just enjoying life, you don't drink all the time. When you just enjoying life. When you just enjoying life, you don't get high all the time. You don't. You can't tell me that that's a fact. Man. You get what I'm saying? You could do it, it becomes a high, but that you're not doing that saying, cause I'm just doing this because I'm enjoying life. No. It's other shit you tackling. That's all. So, man, we covered up all the time, man. I know Craig got us, man. You got something to say for? Go ahead. I know Craig got a great at-home workout for y'all, man. I don't know what it is, but I know he got.
It just every time I think of something like to come up with during the week, then when me and you sit down and talk, I think every exercise go with everything that we
Right,
talk about,
right.
everything that go with life. Because it's like every time we in a different side, I come up with something in my mind,
Yeah.
and we come to talk and everything. Because listen, y'all, we not scripted, we not reading
Nah,
nothing
we
off no
ain't writing nothing.
page. It's to the point we're coming here, we ain't got nobody on the podcast. We're coming to Don, what's going on? Let's talk. Then our chemistry, me, Don,
Yeah.
and BU. But Shaw, our chemistry so good. We don't need to be doing all because we our energy
Yeah.
all the same. We
Yeah.
got the same energy, man. And we ain't out one person trying to out talk or one person trying to outdo. We know our roles.
Yeah.
Put it like that. We know our roles. But to
Yeah.
get to what I'm about to get to, I'm just gonna do something basic, man. A basic stretch with the towels. Just grab some towels, and I'm
okay.
gonna do
Some towels.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Towels
some
at your crib.
and
I
act like
got
the
you.
towels is some
Jump rope.
jump ropes.
Jump rope. All right.
Yes.
You gonna act like your towel, the jump rope. Craig, over this way, Craig. Craig, do it over this way so he can get you on the. He gonna get you on the camera. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna tell you what he doing. He got 2 towels in his hand. I'm gonna break it down. He gonna use one towel and he's stretching. He holding the towel out and he just stretching. Get the good stretch. Then you up over your head with the towel. You come back down. You gonna repeat it. Then you gonna get the other towel and you just doing a jumping jack. You got 2 towels in his hand and he just moving like he doing jumping jacks, man. And that's you do that enough times, you gonna feel it. It's gonna create a burn. If you hold them towels in your hand and you jump for about 5-10 minutes, that shit gonna burn your shoulders out. So man. Nah, that's a great one. Like you always got good home exercises, man, and that's wonderful because it's simple things people do have in their house that they can get to all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say, man, today I'm gonna get off because my brother about to come close out. But this is what I want to say, man. That today is another day, man, for you to make that decision to bring change into your life. Whatever out there trying to destroy you, man, have you down, man, you have the opportunity to not let that happen no more, man. Today is the day for you to do what you need to do. Here come the brother to close us out.
Sunday morning. Peace, Craig.
All right.
Peace, brothers. How y'all feeling this morning? I got here late, man. I went out there and walked with a couple sisters that came out there to walk, so that's why I was
Fast,
late.
yes.
But I walked in, and the brother definitely was, building, man, and teaching. You know what I mean? Y'all know I like to start everything with today's mathematics, which is culture. You know what I mean? So the brother just basically building on how, the human soul, man or woman, you have to be cultivated by something that's good, that's going to put your life in a good, orderly direction. You know what I mean? Without it, we lost. And that's why a lot of times we are building on, things that's detrimental to our health and our psychological growth and development. So when you have brothers who have definitely educated themselves, and have the ability to give that type of word, that truth is universal and it can affect all of us. So with that being said, bro, keep pouring out, We gonna get stronger, we getting better, you understand what I'm saying? So with that, I say peace to the brother, peace to the family.
Peace.